Well, it's a good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up? The wonderful world of YouTube and Google, international. Randy Rocks here. I had to get up, talk to you. Got a lot to think about, and I got a good title for this. I had this dream last night, man. I had this dream. I dreamed that I took Kratom, and I dreamed that Pewdiepie was rocking and subscribing to Kratom 911. Awesome. Kratom relaxes you, helps you to feel, like you can sleep. You can actually get some of that good, deep REM sleep. I talked about that. Man, dreamed about Pewdiepie, Swedish dude. So I tell you what. And also, I got to give a shout out to my homies from Sweden, Swedish Syndicate. Oh, yeah. Good dudes. They told me, I was talking to them about I did a Skype. They saw the video. We're talking about the veterans. And, they say, yeah. We give you the track. You play it for the veterans. Good dudes. So you're going to be hearing some Swedish Syndicate. They competent for us. They're competent. Put the music out there. They're out there to help, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And shout out to Swedish Syndicate. That's like the top international, Swedish DJs. Good dudes. I kept saying, talk, brah. I guess that's thanks a lot, something in Swedish. Thanks a lot, dudes. Appreciate you. I tell you what, they got big hearts. Put big hearts there. And so we're going to be playing a lot of Swedish Syndicate on here and other groups that's contributed their music, and they're not even charging us to be able to play it on the show here on the channel on Kratom 911, and we appreciate that. Always appreciate it very much. All the organizations, all the businesses, everyone out there is coming on board. We're putting this thing. It's going viral. Kratom 911 going viral. I'm putting a link to my email channel. Anybody out there that's had a loved one, that's lost a loved one to this Kratom epidemic, hit me up if you would like to honor them. I'll put them in the documentary, you and them. Just basically, give me a story of what happened, how they got on the Kratom. Honor them. And we definitely would like to put them on the documentary. It's going to be international. It's going to be on Hulu. It's going to be on Netflix, Amazon, and we're happy about it. We think it's going to. Well, we know it's going to help. Millions of people worldwide that's looking for a direction to go. They're looking for a direction to go. Now, also, we're going to have a lot of fans send us text messages, emails. Thousands of fans. Thank you very much. Yes, we're getting a Kickstarter going. Kickstarter fund. We're going to fund the documentary. Also, I'm going to post links onto the YouTube channel, Kratom 911. Good news, we got Twitter account going. We got the Instagram account going. We're going to be rocking Facebook here soon. And put the word out. Here's our mission. Here's your mission. Blast it out about the Kratom. I was on Messenger this morning. That's what I'm doing up. I just can't sleep. So exciting. Because I got my homies in Indonesia, business owners, and they're all for it. So I'm going to have them on either Zoom or Skype so that you can see what it's really about, ladies and gentlemen. This is what our channel is. It's called Transparency. We're going to put it out here for you. So you make the decision. So important. You make the decision. Oh, we're going to talk about all of it. We're going to talk about the alleged 3D monitoring. I'm not a computer science major. I didn't take that in college. But we're going to talk about 3D modeling. We're going to talk about the PhD who is been working with Kratom for about 10 years. I would venture to say this. If anybody out there knows about Kratom, it'd be this gentleman. A PhD in pharmacology? Come on, let's get real. If I'm going to listen to anybody out there as far as the technical side, I'm going to listen to him. He's for real. He actually does the work in the laboratory. He doesn't get out here and do, they did a 3D modeling and based on that. Oh, well, let me ask you a question here. What's 3D modeling? It's created by what? A computer? Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. Who programs a computer? A human. So now we've got someone that's actually programming the computer. Do you think the computer, you ever heard that saying, garbage in, garbage out? I've heard it. It's the first thing that popped in my mind, especially when I have PhDs in Canada that's basically saying that it's suspect. But what happens to our media? Our media gets out here and blasts it everywhere, trying to put the fake news out. I'm so done with the fake news, ladies and gentlemen. It harms people. Here's what I say. If they can't if a journalist, and listen to me, journalists, and hey, call me up. Hit me up. I'll talk to you. Let's put it out here on the table. I will video you. We will video our meeting and our discussion, and we'll put it out to the public and let them decide. Transparency, 100% transparency. That's the goal here. If they're not willing to be transparent, ladies and gentlemen, if they're not willing to get in front of you and let's have a discussion, then what are they doing? Why are they even opening their mouth? That's what I got to say about that. If they're not willing to get in front of you and be transparent, all we got to ask is why not? Why not? I hit these people up all the time. You know why? I think it's offensive when they're going to take and put fake news out here and harm people. To me, it's not right. I apologize. I like to be civil. I like to be polite. I'm a very respectable man. You know that. You hit my YouTube channel up all the time. Kratom 911, Kratom 911, Kratom 911. You see me also on the Clear Kratom Wellness channel. I mean, I'm out there. I'm polite. I like to be polite and respectable. But it just does something to me when I see a mother out here crying because she just lost her child who she birthed and raised to, 22, 21 years old, and then lost to something like ridiculous as an opiate. It just does something to me in the inside. I'll be honest with you. And that's why I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You saw me the other morning. I called you from the airport. I saw you, I was there at the airport. I did my videos. I stay up all night. I'm out for flying. I do speaking engagements. I volunteer my services. Yeah, you know what I was doing in Portland? I was doing videos, but I volunteered my services. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I do. I go out here, speaking engagements, meet and greets. That's what I'm doing to put the word out. That's why this documentary is to put the word out. Tell people about Kratom. Let them make the choice. That's what I'm saying. Let them make the choice. Let that mother know about Kratom. That is a leaf that they got thousands and thousands of trees growing wild that has a simple leaf that can be ground up and made a tea or a smoothie and give to that child so they don't have all these withdrawal symptoms that if they feel it, they're going to go back out on the streets looking for opiates again. They're not bad people, ladies and gentlemen. They're kids. Yeah, they might be 21, 22. Do you have any older children? I do. Do they always make the right decision? I'm not saying that. But we love them. We love them. So they're out here looking. They're in pain, and it's the withdrawal symptoms. And the brain tricks them to get them to go back to the opiates. If they had a simple glass of a tea that they could drink to ease, it's their asset, their value, their ally is time. Time. Listen to what Randy Rocks is saying. Time. They have time. Now their body can slowly heal and reboot. That's what it's doing. Reboot. They're rebooting. The Kratom, people are not going out here freaking getting high on Kratom. I took it. I take it. Not every day. Not every day. You watch my videos, you saw my story. Opiates or not opiates? I take not opiates. I choose not opiates. Accident. You don't have any control over it. You go, Randy, that will never happen to me. Oh, yeah? Okay. And let's see, how many millions of accidents are there every year? vehicle accidents. Do you think those people planned on being in that accident? Let's get real. What I'm saying is it's called life. And when life comes around, you've got to address it. And that's what these people are doing with Kratom. You know, what do we hear though? What am I so done with hearing over and over from this fake news? Oh, well, they was getting high on it. Yeah, that's what they were doing for it. They could go to the local bar and friggin' get them a fifth of vodka and get high. You think they gotta go drink a cup of tea to get high? Come on, man. Stop pulling our chain, dudes. Listen to me. Stop hurting families. I'm done with it. I'm done. D-O-N-E. You got that? Randy Rock said, stop it. Stop it. Let these mothers enjoy their children. Let these fathers enjoy their children. You know a story? Let me say a story. And oh, by the way, I got all these documented. Yeah, because you know what I was doing while I was flat on my back? Researching. So I got these stories documented. Actually, there was some reporters out here that actually give truth stories. They actually love people. Man, thank God for journalists that's got some respect and class and professionalism. Why am I applaud that? Because in college I had friends that were journalists and they were proud. They were proud. If it wasn't true, they wouldn't print it. And they let you know that too. That was the first thing they did, fact find. And I always remembered it. And I applaud them. So yes, there is good journalists out here all over this country. But these stories, like I was saying, and I'm not going to name the name here, but I got it. I saved it. Anybody like to see it? I got it. A narcotics detective, been with the force, 23 years. And bless first responders. I applaud you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for your service. I thank you. So, narcotics detective, 23 years serving our nation, serving our public. And his daughter, a minor, got on the opiates. These kids get out there. Where do they get it at? It could be out with their friends. It could be anywhere. They go to school. They go out to the, parties. Wherever they can meet people, that's where they could possibly run into the opiates. But his daughter, for whatever reason, opiates happen. All right? 23 years on the force. And she has opiates, so he does the right thing. He does the right thing. He goes to the insurance carrier and he applies for rehabilitation for her to get her in rehab. And what is the insurance company? They deny the coverage because they said she wasn't important enough. Can you believe this? This man has given 23 years of his life, public service. I'm sure risked his life probably many times because, narcotics investigations and all that probably went undercover. So it was dangerous. And his loved one, the love of his life, his baby girl, he reaches out, does the right thing, looking for help. And a monetized corporation, an individual, whoever that was that turned that down, you wouldn't like to hear what I think about them. I'm not even going to say it. It's better I don't go that direction. Going to turn this man down. A few days later, the daughter was staying in the basement. We love her. We love our family. We're not going to kick him out. It's not going to happen. I don't care what. Loved his daughter. She was in the basement. She didn't come up to dinner. He goes downstairs. 16 years old. She's dead. OD'd. Opiates. Do you see what I'm talking about? Can you imagine what that did to his heart? His baby girl. And something is, he did the right thing, ladies and gentlemen. He did it. He did it. We all do it. We do what we were taught to do. We try to do it the right way. But you know what? This day and time, it's about money. I don't monetize this friggin' channel. Excuse me, but I don't monetize it. And you know something else? The documentary I'm doing, I'm donating the proceeds. All of it. I'm donating it to the Kratom Association. I'm donating it to organizations like in Philadelphia that basically feed and help people that are getting off the opiates. I got business I go out here and earn my money from. I got other business. So it's going to be donated. It's not about, to these corporations, it's about the dollar. It's not about the son or the daughter. And he has to go bury his baby girl. Something's got to be done. It's not right. That's why I do everything I can to put the word out and blast this video viral. You want to do it, you say, Randy, what can I blast it viral? Put it on. I got accounts on Twitter, Instagram. I've never even been on social media before. It wasn't what I did. It's good for people. If they like it, I'm fine. Now it's a new day. It's a new day. Blast the videos. You go to YouTube. I travel all over the nation. You can go to Portland. You check Denver. I'm working. It's going to be every city when they go on there on YouTube, and they type in Kratom or opiate addiction. You're going to see my videos. That's right. They're going to know about it. They're going to know about Kratom. Thank God for Google and thank God for YouTube. YouTube. Thank God for YouTube. Because it's helping people. It's helping people. So they can know about a glass of tea, a leaf, a member of the coffee. Let me, excuse me. Have you heard of coffee? I'm so done with these fake reporters with their fake news, and they try to play on words. They try to play on words. They say, let me show, I'm going to share with you what they say, and I'm going to tell you why they do this, okay? They go, Kratom. Ooh, it's like opiates. It's like opiates. It's like opiates. You know, I have 3 children. 2 sons and a daughter. 2 sons and a daughter. And, excuse me, I've got to fly out this morning, but I'm talking to you, and I've got to go over here and get my, I already used all the battery in my, shout out to Bose earbuds. I love them. They're great. But I've been working. That's what I've been doing all night. Couldn't sleep. I see these stories and I get so amped up. And it's natural too. You know why? Watch my videos. I can get a good night's sleep now. Why? I got off the opiates that surgery put me on. So I'm speaking from experience. Anybody like to talk? Step up. We'll talk. I'm done with the BS. Done with the BS. All right, so we're talking about the fake news out there and the reporters, and they're saying, "Oh, it's like opiates." Yeah, I'm talking about. I said, yeah, I got 2 sons and a daughter and grandchildren, but when me and my wife were pregnant, she didn't come up to me and go, "Oh, sweetheart, I went to the doctor today and he said we might be pregnant. We might be pregnant." He said that we was and that we wasn't. And like I said in one of my previous videos, I would have said, "Darling, go get another doctor. Go find another doctor, because this one, obviously, he's been drinking too much. He owns some. I don't know. Maybe he went to a different I don't know what's up, but go find another doctor." No, she comes home and she goes, "Hey, sweetheart, we're pregnant." You see? Either my wife was pregnant or she wasn't pregnant. There's no in between. Come on. This is like common logic. It's not rocket science. So when they put this fake news, you know what it is? It's an insult and it's abuse. Yeah, call it what it is. Abuse. ABUSE. That's a word. It is a word in English. Obviously, they have to go back to college, freshman English class, because it's not like either it is or it's not. Don't go out here, reporters, and get your fake news fed to you about some 3D modeling and mimic it. And you didn't even take the time to go visit and research. Huh? Didn't even take the time to go to the organization and go in there and do some simple fact finding. Like, okay, show me where this was generated from. Where's the laboratory? There's a gentleman, the PhD, I'm going to have that information on here. He's actually got a real laboratory. He's not playing games. He's actually put 10 years plus. No, let me say it like this. He give his life to Kratom because he knows what he's doing. You can go to his lab. There's no hiding behind anything with him. You can go visit him. He's got an actual real laboratory. Laboratory, like real, like touchy-feely. Yeah, touchy-feely, you can go in there, it's real. It's not this hypothetical BS out there that they're trying to put out here and scare the public. I've had enough of it. Go take that negative somewhere else. You know, stop abusing these families. Stop it. I don't care how much money you're putting in your pocket. Karma's coming back on you, okay? You may think you're hiding, and you're putting this fake news out there so that when someone even looks at Kratom, then you're trying to condition them where that negativity is going to pop in their head. That's what you're trying to do. And what I'm saying is they should have the choice to, at the minimum, have the knowledge and the education. Let them have the choice of researching it themselves, looking at it themselves, asking questions themselves, because when they have the information and the education, they can make a logical decision then. You're trying to deprive them and their family of a right to have a life. That's not right, and karma's coming back on you. Get ready for that ship, because, baby, when it rolls back, it's going to be like a tsunami on you. I'm telling you right now, get ready for it. Karma. I always respect karma. You've heard the saying, do what's good and good comes back to you? Yeah, I know that for firsthand. Why do you think when my life was changed, I laid in that bed, that hospital bed, flat on my back. I couldn't even get up to eat, ladies and gentlemen. After 6 hours of surgery, I'm just laying there. I'm taking a fork. I was talking to someone the other day. I said, you know what? I had to take a fork and try to just guess where the scrambled egg was, just so I could try to eat something. Something. I couldn't even raise up. That's how I know about opiates. Doctors meant well. They were only doing what they were taught in medical school. They meant well, and God bless doctors. This is not about doctors. This is about what's going on in this world right now. It's got to be corrected. So that's why when the reporter tries to put this negative, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I was in Portland. You can see the videos. Go back, watch the videos. Kratom 911 or Clean Kratom Wellness Center. 2 weeks I was there. I met a lot of great people. I also met some of Portland's finest, Portland police, and they were some of the best people. I'm thinking, man, they don't even act like police. They're like just so chill, so cool. But the officer asked me, we were talking in front of the dispensary, he had never heard of Kratom before. He was asking me all about it. I was happy to share with him. He was a veteran also. And it amazes me how many people, even in first responders, they've never heard of Kratom. And I'm thinking, we've put men on the moon. We've got thousands of satellites in space. We put man and woman in a shuttle, flew them around the planet. Why is it this leaf is being kept from the American public? It's not right. It's not right. Something as simple as a glass of tea, and we got people out here, first responders, that's got so many OD calls they can't get to them all. Let me share something with you. This is real that I'm talking to you. I lived, and I'm gonna post a video, my high rise in downtown Denver, where I live, and ladies and gentlemen, sirens are going. I'm talking 24. I don't know how they keep up with it. 24 hours a day. I've just got to close my windows, and I live on the 16th floor. I'm talking about right at the intersection of 16th Street Mall and Glendale, Glenarm, if you know where that's at. Anybody shout out? Shout out to Denver. I live right across the street from the Hard Rock Cafe. You know where that's at if you've been to Denver. And I got the videos. Go check the video out. I posted it. The boys came over to visit from Sweden, and we were walking around there. I posted it. Man, it was a good time. But the sirens, constantly, they're going to ODs. I was walking to go get some pizza. There's a place in Denver called, I love it, Mystic Pizza. Shout out to Mystic Pizza. You can't sit down inside. You just got to go and stand up and eat your pizza. Some of the best pizza I've ever had, and I've been all over. I've been from one part of this country to the other. That is some of the best pizza I've ever had. I was walking to get my pizza, and I had to walk over an individual. And I don't know if he had a syringe by him. I don't know if he was deceased or alive, but the first responders was coming. That's what is happening in our world right now. And what I'm saying is something as simple as a glass of tea, something mixed with orange juice, and what it does is it helps them with the symptoms so their brain will let them have some time, and then as time goes by, their body begins the healing process. Are they going to feel withdrawal? Oh, yeah. But the Kratom really helps them, and it's not Suboxone that's going to be addicted to again, or methadone that they'll be addicted to again. And when I talk about the Kratom, I know you hear all this negative information. I never touched anything in my life until this accident and the doctor prescribed it. Oh, it was all legal. I got my script. And you know what that's about. I mean, honestly, part of the process in the state where I was at, they had to, just to get your prescription, they drug test you every month, which is no big deal. I've been drug tested all my life because I was a professional. And I'm okay with that, but I'm just saying, that's how serious this is. And people go out here and, they have accidents. What are they going to do? Well, what I did, I just got off of it. And the Kratom helped me do it. The Kratom helped me do it. And I didn't get addicted to the Kratom. I'm so done with this fake news. I'm just telling you from experience. And remember, this is for educational purposes only. Educational purposes only. Entertainment purposes only, and all these other disclosures. Why don't they focus on saving young men and young women's, children's lives instead of all that other? Do what we gotta do. Hey, if you see a house on fire, what do? Stand back and say, we can't put water on it because, it might void their insurance policy. No, what do? We start putting it out. When I was in high school, my gym coach, his house caught on fire. You know what we did? I was in high school. All us guys loaded up in trucks, and we jetted over to his house, and we were getting buckets, we were getting hoses, whatever we could get to put his house out, save his family's home. You think we cared that we was grabbing buckets wherever and getting water and bottles of water and whatever? No, what was our focus? Put the fire out. Save the house. That man and his family, that was their home. He showed the love to us. We showed the love back to him. Put the fire out too. You see, that's the way we do it. You do it, I do it, we come together. Put the fire out. That's what we do. And right now, the fire is the opiate epidemic. Excuse me. Kind of get excited sometimes, but it is what it is. Excuse me. But it's so important now when I see these videos, people that's got on that Suboxone and methadone, and they're just trading one addiction for the other. But you watch them, and I'm gonna post them on my channel. They get on Kratom, guess what? They take it, they get off the opiates or the Suboxone or the methadone. And I'm not talking about the clickbait out there where they go, oh, they snorted Kratom. They're doing a disservice putting that kind of information out there. They're not snorting no Kratom. God, get real, dude. Why are you going to put that out there and hurt people? That's going to hurt people, I mean, put the real information out there. And all these people, listen, I put on my channel, and it's true. That's why I put it on there. Full transparency. Excuse me, I have a drink there. Water. Full transparency. Go in at the minimum. That's why I'm so pro Kratom Protection Act. American Kratom Association. Shout out to them. Because they're pushing for it. There's actually people, women and men out there working for you right now. That's right. American Kratom Association, give you the choice. Talking to the legislators. Presenting the information to them. Challenging the fake news. God bless American Kratom Association. And God bless all the representatives congressman listens to them and says, hey, this actually is logical. They can see it. And they avoid the fake news and said, like, I'm going to say a shout out to Wisconsin. Shout out to Wisconsin. Because actually they're going towards the Kratom now. They're looking at the research. See, that's intelligence. At least look at the research at the minimum and then make the decision. That's what they're doing. Whereas before, I had talked to a veteran that was in Wisconsin, and he's, it wasn't legal there. There's a couple states, yeah. But as time goes by, let me ask you a question. Okay, let's talk here, baby. You ever heard of marijuana? Marijuana. Mary Jane. Huh? You ever heard of that? You remember back when we was in college? Ooh, it was illegal. Huh? You remember that? You remember everywhere? It was illegal. Well, I got news for you now. You know what? I live in Denver. Guess what? There's probably about 50 to 100 dispensaries. You can buy everywhere. Everywhere. You can walk down the street and smell and smoking it. I don't care. That's their deal. That's their buzz. It's legal. It's legal. And we got, what, congressmen now? They're passing it in Congress. It's going to be everywhere. Legal. You remember the day when it was illegal? Yeah. It's amazing how times change. What about alcohol? Yeah, you went to school. You remember history? Yeah? Uh-huh. How about American history? Did you take that class? Pretty nice, huh? You remember when there's a thing called prohibition? Uh-huh. Ooh, alcohol, evil. But did people stop drinking it? No. And then how long did that last? What, maybe 10 years? And what'd they do? Repeal it. It goes on cycles, okay? Now, here's my point about that. You say, Randy, why are you talking about alcohol and marijuana? Ooh, why are you talking about alcohol and marijuana? Here's why. It was cycles, but that was, now I'm not talking, hey, I'm pro CBD too. I'm in that business. I like it to have, and I'll put the link there, I like that, CBD without THC for first responders, those in the military. And so you can have a life pain-free. I love it for pets. I'll talk about that on another video. Because, I adopted a pet. And I'm kind of getting off target here, off task, but I got to share this with you. I adopted a pet, a cat, that he was ill. And that's how I learned about CBD, because I was looking for anything. It hurt him to just walk around. And I felt for him. Bless his heart. I'm going to post a video. I got the video of. And when he started taking CBD, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this to you. That kid was like Flash. I called him Flash after that, because he'd be coming running across the floor and jump up on the windowsill and start looking at the squirrels that was taunting him outside. Oh, he was ready for some action. And I'm thinking, my goodness. Called him Kitty. I said, my goodness, Kitty, what's he on? Well, I knew what he was on, CBD. That's why I'm so pro CBD. And I got to say a shout out to my best friends in the whole world, Gina and Josh over in Vegas. I'm telling you, I learned from them. I listen. I do listen. And I respect winners that's out here helping people. And so I'm pro CBD. I'm not against it. All right, I'm for it. But the alcohol and the marijuana at the time was illegal. Now it's legal. And yeah, you have medical marijuana. I got that. It helps people medically. Okay, that's good. But the alcohol, what was that for? Partying, having a good time, and I'm okay with that. I'm not judging anybody. If that's their buzz, I go. It's legal. Go for it. It's okay. Go out there and get their groove on, and get in a Lyft or an Uber, and go home, or be at a hotel somewhere. Like a convention. I go to conventions all the time. Get a hotel room. Hey, go in there, party up, surf's on, and then go to their room and have a good night. It's okay. It's an appropriate way. What do they call it? Be responsible. And that's good. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. At a time, it was illegal. Now it's legal. All right. So what the Kratom Act does, by having it in every state, it gives people in every state a choice. They're not going out here, even though the fake news is trying to have everyone in the universe believe these people are trying to get high on Kratom. Oh, you take a lot of it? if you take a lot of it, it has that effect. You know what? Go look at my channel, Kratom 911. You know what that is? That's a kilo. A kilo of Kratom. That's what it looks like. 2.2 pounds. I have gentlemen sending me, I communicate with them every day from around the world. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to post some of the pictures. I'll get their permission. I'll show you what tons of it look like. All right? It's no big deal. It's being, fake news is trying to make it out. It grows wild in Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand. It grows wild. And while we're on that subject, these head shops that's out here that's trying to sell this to veterans like, $40 for a couple of grams, you should be ashamed of yourself. You really should. Monetizing vets, that's not right. When there's dispensaries out here, watch my channel, I've told you about them, that actually gives it to vets. Don't come here telling me about what they're doing when I know of organizations giving it to vets to save their life, to help them. They can monetize, they're in business, but they got a heart. You know what that's like? Maybe you don't. That's why you're trying to make $40 off of 3 grams. And hey, look on my video. I posted the vet that talked about it. I gave you his name and his channel. Gonna monetize this man. He's in pain and he's hurting. And look at my other video I made from the airport the other night about veterans and what's going on with them. Yeah, what they're doing now. Every day. It's not right. They're just looking for help. That's all they're looking for. And, they're getting monetized, and that's not right. And there is actually dispensaries, and I talked about it, and I know for a fact they help vets. Some vets that couldn't financially handle the cost of the Kratom that gave it to them. Can you say heart? H-E-A-R-T. They got heart there. That's why I help them every way I can. I help them. Because to me, they help vets, and you pay it forward. Every vet we help will help another vet. That's why I speak at veterans associations, no cost. I don't charge them for that. Because the way I look at it, if it saved one vet's life, it's worth it. One life, one family member, it's worth it. That's why I have this channel. Full transparency, and I fly around at my own cost. That comes out of my pocket. That's what I do. Put my money where my mouth is. That's what it's about, helping people. Have a heart. Share, give, be generous. Because everybody we touch, we give them the information. We could save a family, their family member. They could save their friend. They could save their loved one. And they're going to be happy. They're going to be happy about that forever. They'll be appreciative. And you build good karma. And that's why it's important. And with all these states, and they pass the Kratom Protection Act, the reason that's so important is because they have requirements. First of all, any dispensary out there, they're going to have to be licensed. Good. Yeah, now they got to go through all the checks, background checks, good. They have to go through all the SOPs, good. All their product has to be lab tested, good. Yeah, they're going to have an actual physical address. That says no more hiding behind the internet. Gonna have a physical address. Let me ask you a question. What's the only reason an organization that sells Kratom would not put their address out there? What are they hiding from? Why aren't they transparent? Think about it. These are simple questions. Simple questions. Yeah, American Kratom Association. Good organization. Kratom Protection Act. That's good. They'll have to put their address. Individuals have to put their address. You know what's going to happen? Most of these entities that's been selling Kratom to people in the public, they're going to be out of business. They're going to simply disappear. Because, first of all, they've been selling a bunch of bunk. They just call it Kratom, full of synthetics, full of filler like ground up sweet potato, yam leaves. Yeah, I know all about it. That's why they don't lab test. This should be the first question you ask when you go into a Kratom dispensary. Do they lab test? That way you know what you're getting, and you'll know what the potency is. You see? And I'm going to talk more about this. God, I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Everything, anything I can do for you. You got a question, you're a veteran, you're a friend, you're a first responder. Whatever you call me, hit me up. I put my website, I put my email, and I'm getting on Facebook. I'm learning, it's good, and Twitter, Instagram, it's going to be going on, and I'll be glad to answer any question I can or direct you where they can give you the answer, because as I say, I travel all over the world, and what I talk about, when I talk about these guys in Indonesia, they're real. They're real. They're not some corporation out here trying to put fake news, play games, try to, give you information that's not true, try to condition you. It's not like that. They're actually in the business. They're providing a product, and they're friendly. That's why I like to talk to them, get information, and then I pass that on to you. That's how we all learn together. We learn by sharing information, and I'm sharing that information with you. I'd like you to have the opportunity to ask a question. You're an adult, and you're intelligent, and you're a winner. A winner. Don't ever forget it. I'm going to talk about that too. You got to keep that positive attitude that you have. We're in this together. We're going to win. You're going to win. And so any questions you have, hit me up with that, with your questions. As I said, we got a Kickstarter fund going. I'll have that up for the documentary. I'll put the budget on there. Be a part of it. It's going to be for you. You'll get acknowledged for it, and we're going to do this together. And you may say, well, Randy, I didn't know you was a producer and a director. I am now. Save a mother's child, save a father's child, save a veteran. I am now. I am now. Thank you. We're going to do it together. We'll get it done. We're on mission. We leave no one behind. All you vets, you know what I'm saying? We leave nobody behind. We're going to put this word out to the world. We're going to let everybody have this knowledge. Why is it? And I take Uber and Lyft everywhere. I fly all over. And I kept counting the last couple of years because I knew I kept working on me. My brain kept working on me about this documentary. I said, and I asked them all the same question. I would ask them, have they ever heard of Kratom? Out of 100 drivers, I had maybe 7. 7 out of 100, from Philadelphia to Vegas to LA, Hollywood, Denver, Portland, all towns in between, Dallas. Out of 100, maybe 7 had heard of Kratom. And I use that as a sample, a sampling of the public. And they're talking to people every day. Think about that. They talk to people every day. And 7 out of 100's heard about Kratom. I'm asking, why is that? Only 7 people have heard about it. And it grows wild. It grows wild by the thousands. There's thousands of these trees. And it's a member of the coffee family. And everybody drinks coffee. And that's what we're doing, working together to put this word out. Let everybody have the information. We're going to counter all this fake news, and we're going to get the facts out. And then I'm going to talk on the next video about the gentleman, the PhD in pharmacology. He's in Florida, and what we should do, and I hope there's somebody out there can put the grant money together for him so he can do what he's an expert at. Continue on the research on this fine leaf and carry it forward. That's important. I would say it's important. I'm sure you'll agree. That's what he does. He's an expert at it. Well, so we allow him to do what he does. And it all comes together. And what you say, well, Randy, what's the focus? Well, the focus is it all comes together, and the purpose is to save families, to save them from losing their children, that son or that daughter to opiates. That's what we're looking to do. Let's say that the husband or the wife lost their job and lost their insurance. They shouldn't have to lose their child because of that. When instead of having to pay $2,000 a month that they're trying to eat and trying to pay rent or the mortgage, they could have a leaf, mix it with juice, make a tea with it, make a tea with it, give it, and allow to help them with the withdrawal symptoms, the pain. And that way, as time goes by, the body becomes, is a healer. The body is a great healer. The body has time to basically then reboot. And I'm speaking from experience. All right? I was in the airport. I did my video the other night from the Dallas airport. Gentleman sat next to me. He was a veteran. We're the only ones in the entire terminal there, E-terminal. We're just there talking. And we're a vet. You know, he was a vet too, so we're talking. And I told him, you know, he watched my channel, and he looked at it, and you know, I put the facts out there. I'm not sugarcoating anything. Hey, it's called life. If you say, well, Randy, how could that ever happen to me? Well, are you breathing? Are you breathing? Huh. Are you breathing? Do you ever ride in a vehicle? Let me tell you something. You can't be responsible for other people out there driving. You don't know what they're going to do. If that was the case, you know what? There'd never be an accident. There wouldn't be any accident. There wouldn't be any requirement for insurance. Everybody just drive around, peace, happy, no accidents. But unfortunately, that's not the way it is. We live in a realistic area, society, where people sometimes have accidents, unexpected, for whatever reason. And that's why we have insurance. And if that happens and you go to the doctor or the hospital and they do surgery, they're going to give you something for pain. And it doesn't take that long for your body to have that in it, that opiate. And then when you try to get off of it, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And what happens is the kratom allows the body to have time so that it can basically reboot. And then as time goes by, then basically they can just get off the kratom. That's what I did. I just got off of it. No big deal. It wasn't no big deal not to kratom. Now, the opiates, that's a different story. That's a beast. I'm going to say that right now. Opiates is a beast. Watch my other videos. You see the accident I was in. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. I was just a passenger. And I had multiple surgeries because of it. That opiate is a beast. But the kratom allows you to get off the opiate, and then you just basically step off the kratom. And I'm not talking about partying. Come on, get real. They ought to get their head out of the clouds. Stop trying to say everybody in the universe is out here looking to party. Come on. Man, this isn't the 70s. This is a new day. People are trying to live right now. Stop putting the fake news out. You know, they're trying to feed their families and have a life. They're not out here, you know, flower power. So stop putting the fake news. And what the kratom does is basically it allows them to get off the opiates, and then they can get off the kratom and they can have their life and have their family back. And everybody has a good day. It's a good day. But I'm saying give the people the choice. That's all I'm saying. That's what this channel is about. Transparency, and give them the choice. Give them the choice. Let them make the decision. I don't think it's right, and I'll go after this, but I have to say this. It is not right and it's not appropriate to precondition someone with fake news, put fake news out there, and the only reason they do it is monetization, and try to keep people from knowing the truth. That's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. The karma's going to come back on you, I promise you. I say this, be transparency, 100% transparent. Let the person or people have the information, the knowledge, the education, and let them make the choice. Let them make the decision. That's what I'm saying. And then whatever that decision or that choice is, great. It's good. We've done our part. But give them the right to make the decision or the choice. And I think their priority will be to help that loved one, that son or that daughter. Help them get through that critical time in their life, get over that addiction. They're going to do it. They're going to do it with you and my help. We're going to be right there with them when that mother and that father's in that room. We're going to be right there with them. Yeah, our information that we put there to them, they're going to know what to do. there's nobody else going to be there. They'll be there. You know why? Because that's their child. That's their daughter, and they love them, and they should. And with your help, you know what? You're going to be there. You're going to be in that room there too, because you're going to help them with the knowledge. You're going to help me put the knowledge in their hands, and then they're going to be there with that child to get them through that time, so that they can all be together and have a happy life together. And it will happen that way, because we're going to make it happen that way. And I've had you here for a while. I know it's been a while, but I love to talk with you, because I love to talk to you. And I had to. I've been up all night, and I'm pumped. I'm telling you, I'm so pumped about this. That's what I've been doing, working all night. You're worth it. You're worth it. I love you, okay? I love you. So hit me up. You got any questions, any comments? We're going to do this together, succeed and win together. If you like to be in business, international business, I'm talking multi-billion-dollar business, I'm going to put a link below. Easy one to remember. www.cbdissexy.com. CBD I've been up all night. .com. All right, I'll put the link below. Go check it out. Got THC free CBD. If you're a first responder, hey, no THC. Helps with those aches and pains. And if you got pets, if you're a pet owner and you've got an elder pet that you've been with 15 years and you love them with all your heart, you know what I'm talking about. Do anything for them, and they're trying to walk around but they're in pain, try the CBD treats. I'm telling you, my pet, I put that oil on them, and and gave it in when they were eating, and it changed his life. He was like the Flash after that. It's amazing, but it works. It does work. The veterinarian asked me why I did. Hey, I'm all for holistic. That's what I'm about now. Holistic herbs. I'm all into it. So check it out. Go to the website. Check it out. And you'll have my link here. Any questions, my email is going to be posted. Any questions you have. Now, I'm putting the funds out there. Your gift is appreciated. We work together. We're going to do this documentary. We're doing this documentary. We're putting the word out here. We're putting the word to the nation. Let everybody make the choice. Let everybody make the choice. And that should be their right. And I know you agree with that. And thank you for showing the love to them. Thank you very much. And so I'm going to go right now. It's been great. It's been a blast. And we will definitely get back together again in the future. You have any good points about Kratom? Thoughts about it? Hey, post it. Others will learn from your experience or your knowledge. And we will talk very soon. Until then, it's your bestest friend in the world, Randy Rocks, saying peace